In this video, we will explore the Mandela Effect iceberg. Let's start with explaining what the Mandela Effect means. The Mandela Effect is an unusual phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than how it occurred. Some people believe that we have actually switched into a different parallel universe, or that maybe somebody traveled back in time and changed some specific thing, and that thing affected a lot of other things, and that's why we have some false memories. Or do we? Tier 1. Nelson Mandela. Let's start with the memory that gives the Mandela Effect its name. South African President Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before being released in 1990. Or did he? A great number of people seem to remember Mandela dying in prison and reading about this fact in textbooks or seeing it on the news. Even Mandela's actual death in 2013 from a respiratory infection did little to quell the uneasy feeling in people's minds, but something about the world or their minds had been altered. As strange as that is though, it's only the tip of the iceberg. Tier 2. Berenstain Bears. If Mandela's death started the whole effect, Berenstain Bears were the ones who popularized it. The originally called Berenstain Bears were believed by many to be called Berenstain Bears, and this one seems to affect the most people. This effect can be explained by the fact that these children's cartoons and books, and it's easy to misremember a single character in a name, especially that's similar, and considering that many people haven't had contact with these books since their childhood. There are actually some proofs of the Berenstain Bears verses existing, as some people found old tapes or books with the name of the verse Berenstain. Tier 3. Pikachu's Tale. Pokemon is unbelievably popular all around the world, so when a Mandela effect happens to Pokemon, you better believe that people notice. Pikachu is the main icon for Pokemon. This electric mouse is a household name for people under 30. And its iconic look has gone through some changes over the years, but its overall design and look has changed very little. Otherwise, he is perfect. Anyways, let's talk about his tail. As it is now, it has a little bit of brown on its tail and black on the top of it. Right? Wrong. The black tip of its tail was never there, even though many people, including me, said that there was a black tip on its tail. How do you remember Pikachu's tail? Tier 4. Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes were the popular series of cartoons made by the Warner Brothers. Some people believe that the word toons was spelled with a double O instead of the regular spelling. And as usual, people were quick and they did some research, and what they found is an old news article that says Looney Tunes, Toons, gone loco. Potentially, that could be Photoshop, but it's a fact that is actually creepy. Tier 5. Monopoly's Man Monocle. The Monopoly man wearing the monocle is probably another one similar to the Pikachu's tail. We see an older guy in a suit and a top hat, and we immediately think of a monocle to complete the picture. But the guy never actually wore one. Well, maybe once in a commercial, but surely this isn't the cause of the Mandela effect. There are other instances of the effect, but none of them are official. They come from the cosplays and portrayals of the guy from other shows. There is actually a clip of a movie, and the people are joking about the Monopoly's man look, and they are mentioning his clothes. Do you know what else they mentioned? Yes, the man's monocle. Tier 6. Look, I am your father. This one comes from the movie Empire Strikes Back, and the scene where Darth Vader says,
I am your father.
Totally wrong. It turns out this line never actually existed and was very often misquoted by all types of media. The right line is actually, no, I am your father. What do you think? How do you remember this scene? Tier 7. Kit Kat. Many people believe that the famous chocolate bar company Kit Kat has a dash between the two words in their logo. However, at first, there seemed to be no evidence of the dash ever being there, and the history of the company logos shows nothing, and every picture with a dash is photoshopped. Even the company joined on Twitter saying that logo has never been hyphenated, but it turns out that they are wrong and that the logo was actually hyphenated 2 times in the history, in the 1920s and supposedly during the World War II. Tier 8. Rubber Emoji. There is no record of a rubber emoji ever existing on Android or iOS operating system. However, many people, including myself, believe that there was at least one emoji of a rubber. Nowadays, there are 2 groups of believers who remember 2 different versions of the rubber. First one is the frontal one, where we can see the face and the chest of the guy, and the second one, where the supposed rubber runs away with a money bag. Do you think that this emoji ever existed? Tier 9. Mona Lisa never smiled. Some people say that Mona Lisa used to have a neutral expression, even though there was a ton of evidence stating that this is not the case. The smile is one of the biggest reasons why this painting is so famous. The smile itself has been researched and studied and has been proven that your perception of it can change depending on what part of the painting you are looking at the moment. There is even a movie called The Smile of Mona Lisa. Tier 10. Britney Spears. Britney Spears is the world-famous pop singer, songwriter, and dancer who literally blew up the charts in the late 90s and early 2000s. Last year, people started noticing some changes from what they remember, specifically in regards to her music videos. This is where the Mandela Effect comes in, and I'm curious to hear what you all remember and what you all think. In the 2000 music video for the song Oops, I Did It Again, Britney Spears dances and sings along to her song while wearing a very memorable skin-tight red outfit. The Mandela effect here is regarding her headset microphone. An unbelievable amount of people remember this microphone, but as if now, it doesn't exist. A missing headset microphone in and of itself is weird, but it's hardly a mind-blowing Mandela effect. But it gets deeper. People had researched the internet looking for residue and proof of its existence, and you guess it, a lot has been found. Some of the first things found were photos of people who dressed up as Britney Spears for Halloween. The ones whose outfit was inspired from the music video Oops, I Did It Again. They all had microphones headset. More interesting is that the officially released Oops, I Did It Again doll of Britney Spears that released in 2000 also had a headset microphone. To be honest, this was the most mind-blowing Mandela effect ever. We covered a lot of Mandela effect in this video, like we really went on an adventure today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and which Mandela effect was the most mind-blowing to you?